Little Talbot Island is part of a group of barrier islands in northeast Florida. There are miles of undeveloped beach, accessible only on foot. Compared to Amelia Island, where you can drive your car on the beach and park there, Little Talbot Island Beach is pristine and protected from four wheels. The only tracks you will see on this beach are miles and miles of tracks of black sand left by the waves. These patterns are incredibly beautiful and make a great photo. We walk to the very point of the island, which is about 2 miles. I found such interesting black color shells, the color unlike anything I have seen in shells before. And it's not one type of shells, but many different shells exhibited the same coloration. We found whelks, oysters, scallops. Oysters were predominantly intact. They also looked very old and well polished, which suggested these shells had been on this beach for a while. We learned from locals that these islands are shifting southwards, and as the north sides of the islands get eroded, the old sediment is exposed. Shells buried for years in the mud have been stained and are being exposed and washed along the coastline. Big Talbot Island has large section of this mud exposed along the beach with shells just being uncovered. The north side of Little Talbot has been closed due to nesting birds, so we have been unable to explore that area. Once nesting season ends, we can go back and see. Meanwhile, I was inspired to make a black seashell flower using my found oyster shells. These shells almost look like having an imprint of ocean waves in them. You can see deep blue ocean and breaking waves in those seashells. I did a little bit of sanding with my sanding wheel and polishing. But most of the seashells were so shiny they didn't need any additional polishing work. Then I started working on the flower stem. I used 3 1/8-inch rods that I previously glued together, and now I'm wrapping it in 18-gauge wire. Of course, I ran out of wire and didn't have a backup at the time. So I have to do something with this extra stem. My cordless Dremel came to the rescue. I can use it outside since I do not have suitable inside workshop space anymore. And of course, the epic moment of the rods being cut off didn't get recorded, because I ran out of space on my memory card. Such is life. But here they are. Next time I'll be better prepared. By the way, does anyone know an easy way of wrapping a wire around a rod? Please share in your comments. Okay, so I wrapped a crystal in the wire before. This is a raw angel aura quartz. And then I wrapped it together with a stem, so it will sit in the center of the flower petals as a pastel. I had to make a few adjustments to the wire to tighten it. Once the stem was ready, it was time to arrange seashells in a flower shape, which is always a challenge. This I think is the most creative and my favorite part of the whole process. You can get so many different beautiful variations. When I finally decide on my design, I start gluing shells one by one to the stem. I used this Gorilla adhesive, which is supposed to be incredibly strong. Once I put the glue on, I have to wait for up to 2 minutes, and then press the shell in. I would leave it overnight for a full cure. And here it is, a beautiful black shell flower with angel quartz crystal. Which can also be an exquisite ring holder. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you have an advice on wire wrapping, please comment below. I'd like to speed up the process, not just in a time lapse, but in real time. Gracefully yours, Catherine.